Organizers of Eugene Pride are warning there will be major parking changes in place for this year's events. And this comes as Cuthbert Amphitheater is hosting a sold-out concert the same day as the festival. And it's shaking up much of the parking in the Alton Baker Park area through most of the day. KEZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez spoke with Eugene Pride officials who say the situation is causing a lot of last-minute changes for the event.
I'm standing at one of the parking lots at Alton Baker Park that's going to be closed off to Eugene Pride and is only going to be reserved for Cuthbert concert attendees. Now, this is just one of many parking lots across Alton Baker that's going to be inaccessible, as organizers say they need every parking space they can get.
12,000 people came down here and kind of hit this dead end in this park and created quite a traffic situation.
This year's Eugene Pride Festival will be its 30th anniversary in the Emerald City, with 15 of those years taking place in Alton Baker Park. As the event draws closer, in recent months, organizers were faced with a serious parking dilemma.
2 months before the event, we learned that there was a sold-out show at the Cuthbert Amphitheater, and they would be withholding 2/3 of the grass parking from use for the Pride goers, as well as the paved lot behind the Cuthbert Amphitheater, which is their contractual first right of refusal to do.
Pride organizers say the situation would leave little to no room for many vendors, musical guests, and sponsors to be present at their event. However, a resolution was recently brought together that would allow 1/3 of the Cuthbert parking lot to be usable, but only for festival vendors and workers and not festival goers.
After a meeting on Monday, we now know what we need to know to make sure that we can get enough of our volunteers, sponsors, and entertainer and vendor parking to be able to conduct the festival. And we know that we'll have, which we already knew, we would have this parking lot for accessible, the close-in parking lot for accessible parking.
Plus carpool parking in this lot here, as long as it lasts. And so this will fill up very quickly. So don't expect to have 4+ carpool parking, but first come, first serve. This is what the slot is being reserved for right here.
McLean said this year's situation is an unfortunate one, but will not stop the festival, saying that it's important to the many members of the LGBTQ+ community around the county and the state.
Right. I mean, this is Eugene's largest cultural event. We're the largest Pride festival in the state of Oregon, and for many in the LGBTQ+ community, this is a life-saving event.
McLean pleads that the small available parking spaces will not be enough for the expected crowds, as Eugene Pride is working on transportation and parking options ahead of the event. I'll show you what those options will look like coming up at 6:30. Reporting in Eugene, Noah Chavez, KEZI 9 News.